Test, test, test. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Let me know how we sounding. Let me know how we sounding. So we got a few setups we're looking at. If y'all watch the Sunday chart analysis, a couple charts already started to move. NAS US30 did a nice move to the upside. So we're going to be looking for possible buys on NAS and US30. And then we're going to be looking for sells on GE. This is the same sell setup we took on Friday. We took a L London session, and then we re-entered New York session and took a W, canceled out the loss. And now we just dropped right back down. So again, if you watch the Sunday chart analysis, we was talking about how we had bearish momentum. Remember how this was a green candlestick, right? If you watch the Sunday chart analysis, remember how this was a green candlestick. Look what it's looking like right now, right? So again, that's why I said we're not going to look for buys unless we break past this point. So we can maintain these next couple levels as resistance. We can see a possible new lower low come into play this week. So right now we're going to be looking for the same sell set that we took on Friday. If we can maintain the whole 34.20, 34.15 as resistance, we're going to be looking for sales going down to 3,400. So right now we're going to be looking for a retest. All right, we just broke this low, so we're looking for a retest. Or if price decides to keep on pushing, we're going to wait for a retracement and retest at 3,400 and then look for continued sales. We got alerts on gold, NAS, and US30. As you can see, we're not at those levels yet, so we're just going to let price do their thing right now. Make sure to go ahead and like the live, y'all, if you haven't already, and subscribe. Shout out to the new subscribers. We're almost at 4,000 subscribers. We can get to that today. What's going on, Tony? I see you up in here. I forgot to send the link out. Let me go ahead and send the link out. Got a new 5-minute about to pop up in a little bit. Yeah, so I just sent the link out, so everybody else should be going in here. But again, just make sure I have y'all's notice on YouTube as well. But I'm always going to make sure to send the link out in the free Telegram, first link in the description also. Just trying to learn something. I appreciate what you're doing. Hey, I appreciate you showing up. Like I said, I'm always going to do extra and show love to those that's going to show up for themselves. You know what I'm saying? But if you got questions, drop them in the chat. I got you. Anything trading related. Right. So again, these live streams are different from the TikTok lives. The TikTok lives, we already took trades, so we're just breaking down and teaching. But these lives I teach as well as we're looking for setups live. You know what I'm saying? So GU is doing a nice drop. So again, if y'all watch the Sunday chart analysis, remember how GU was a green candlestick. Look what it's looking like right now. Again, that's why I tell y'all not to chase price before the flow of price. So like we talked on the Sunday chart analysis, we're not bullish unless we break back above this level. So we got GU pushing right now, so we're going to see how it reacts to this level right here. So again, we're looking for sales. Is the same sell set that we took on Friday. So we're either going to look for a retracement retest at 34.15, or price keeps on pushing. We're going to see if we can break and retest 3,400. Then look for sales going to 33.80. But we're looking for sales nonetheless at these levels right here. That's a nice dump. We're gonna see how price reacts to this level. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Got a new video dropping for y'all later on today at the beginning of the New York session. Make sure to be on the lookout for that. But we got a few setups we're looking at right now. Those that watch the Sunday chart analysis, US30 and NAS did a nice move. They're consolidating right now. We're looking for buys nonetheless on these right here, though. Same thing with gold. Gold barely missed our level here. Those just joining the stream, we have not entered this trade yet. This is just a trade idea. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal, free Telegram. Y'all see on your screens how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. So again, this is the sell setup we went for on Friday. It just broke this level. So we're either waiting for price to retest and maintain 34.15 as resistance, or if it keeps on pushing, we're going to look for a sell setup here to see if we can break below and hold 3400 as resistance. Then look for sales going down to 3380. But as of right now, as long as we can maintain below 3435, we're looking for sales on GU. Right, we've been catching sales for the past few weeks. We had a retracement reversal take place last week, but if y'all was here last week on Monday, we called this sell setup. Y'all was here on Thursday the week before. We caught these sell setups. So we've been riding the sells down since the downtrend came into play. So again, until we're no longer in the downtrend, we're going to continue to look for sells, just like with NAS US30 and gold. Until we're no longer in the uptrend, we're going to continue to look for buys. Speaking of buys, with gold, we're going to be looking for buys. If we can break above and hold 4270 as support, we can look for buys going to 43.23, 43.24, or if we can break below or maintain, I should say, 42.16 as support, we look for buys there. Gold's been moving so much. I'm still used to it being in the 3,000s. Like gold is not even worth $3,000 no more. Like that's just crazy. Like it's almost at 5K. Well, not almost at 5K, but halfway point down here. Like this shit used to be at 3K, $2,800 not too long ago. It's just craziness. And that thing just exploded out of nowhere. New 5-minute just popped up. If y'all bought any Bitcoin or crypto off retracement last week, y'all should be up right now. Let's see what this next 15 looks like. If you guys got any questions, drop in the chat. When looking at your charts, drop in the chat. But you already know the drill. We're just chilling, patiently waiting right now. We're just mainly paying attention to GU because if we look at gold, NASDAQ, US30, they still got a little bit of work to do. So as soon as they do break our levels, I'm going to get alerted. But GU, on the other hand, already broke one of my levels, so that's why I'm paying attention to this one because, like I said, we're looking for a possible entry right here in a little bit. But gold and NAS are pushing up as well. We got a few setups we're going to be looking at right here. Yeah, we need to break back down below these levels here. As far as how we're doing so far this month, last week we went 6-1, giving us 86% win rate, which is not bad at all. The week before that, we went 7-0. Telegram done updated on my ass. This shit look weird as hell. Like, you look at the streams last week, this thing looks wonky. I don't know what they did to the app. But anyways, we went 7-0 the week before that. Then we went 5-0 the week prior. And that's how we're doing so far this month. If you scroll to October 1st, again, first in the description, join the free signal for Telegram. You can see how we ended last month. As you can see right here, we went 16-3, getting us 84% win rate, catching total 116,127 pips. As far as how we ended last quarter, quarter 3, you scroll to October 3rd, you can see that. July, we went 17-2, August 23-2, and then again last month 16-3, giving us 56 wins, 7 losses, split between 3 months, giving us 89% win rate, catching a total of 270,214 pips, which is not bad at all. So we had an 89% win rate quarter 3, a 90% win rate quarter 2, which you can see right here, and then we had a 90% win rate quarter 1. So we've been consistently winning trades and just killing it all year. Well, everybody see what this next 15 looks like. We got about to pop off in about 20 seconds. Let's see what GE does. GE is retracing. So everybody see we're gonna get a retest right here. All right, everybody see we can hold this low as resistance right here. Again, if we can hold 34.15 as resistance, we're going to be looking for sales going down to 3,400. Still paying attention to gold and NAS100. I like these two setups as well. NAS took off, US30 took off last night around 11 o'clock. What time did I post this Monday chart analysis? I think it took off like at the same time I was recording or right after recording. 1:45, yeah, so around the same time I was recording, that's when it took off. All right, we got GBP testing. Let's see if we're gonna hold right here. I'm liking this right here. I want to see what's going to tap that level though before I enter it. It's going to tap that level. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well, y'all. Y'all see it scrolling at the bottom of y'all screens. Instagram playmaker_weight, TikTok _playmaker_weight_. Got some videos lined up for y'all this week. Also got a new video dropping for y'all today on YouTube, so make sure to have y'all's notices on to be on the lookout for that. And make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. We're almost at 4,000 subscribers. We can get to that easily. These live streams are for y'all. So yes, we are looking for setups. Pay attention to what we're looking for, the confirmations, how price reacts to our levels, respects and rejects these levels. But like always, you guys got any questions, drop in the chat. When we look at any charts, drop in the chat. So I want to go off a retest here or just wait for price to break back down below here. Because again, like we talked about during the Sunday chart analysis, we had a reversal take place. And depending on how price reacts here, when the volume picks up, we're either going to see a higher high get made and price try to bring the bullish momentum back, or if it pushes back down to the downside, we can see possible downtrend come back into play, right? Because again, we was catching all these sells down, had a reversal here, and it was catching the lower low down. Then we had a reversal last week. But you can see last night how we held this low as resistance, did a nice drop right off the London session open. So now we're just looking to see if we can maintain this level right here. All right, we're going to look to see if a similar thing like Friday can take place. About to see how NAS reacts to this low. Again, it's just the patience game. It's just all it is. We know what our setups are. So all we got to do is just patiently wait for our confirmations. That's all we got to do. New 5 minute about to pop up in a little bit. All right, here's that retest. So again, we're going to be looking for going into this next 15 if we can maintain a whole 3420, 3415 as resistance. If so, we're going to be looking for sales going down to 3400. Let's see, gold and NAS are still chilling. NAS100, we're going to be looking for buys. If we can break above and hold 25,000 as support, we're going to be looking for buys going to 25,100. So we got a couple sites we're going to be looking for going into this next 15. Again, we're going to be looking to see if we can hold as low as resistance. If so, we're going to be looking for the same sell so that we went for on Friday with the members and students. So let's see what price does right here. Got a few setups we're looking at. Nice wick on that. All right, so we broke this level. So we're going to see what the next 15 looks like. So if it doesn't push back down to hold this level as resistance, we're not going to go for a sell. Right? If it breaks past this level and turns the level into support from resistance, we're no longer looking for sells. All right, we only looking for sells here and here. We did a nice drop, nice session open. We're looking for the retest right here to see if we can resistance. And we're also going to be looking to see if NAS can break this level and hold that support. All right, the 15 just popped up, so let's see if it pushes back down below. We'll get alerted if these other charts hit our levels. Let's see if we can hold this level. Again, y'all, it's very simple, right? But every day is going to be a little bit different. Right? Last week we were in trades by now already, and this is why we want to wait for that retest. Because imagine we would have FOMO entered the sell, now would be in drawdown at potential risk of taking an unnecessary loss. You see what I'm saying? You know, notice how people dip too as soon as the confirmation went met. That's just how trading is. This is why we wait to see if price is going to do what we're looking for, right? We know what our game plan is. But like we've seen many times before, just because it's our game plan doesn't mean it's going to do it at that exact moment. A perfect example is the GU set we took on Friday. Right, we took that set on Monday session, barely missed TP1, then rejected. We want to go for sales? No, because as you see going into New York session, 930 candlestick, it then did the move we was looking for, right? So this is why we wait for the confirmations. Because again, if we would have FOMO'd, we would have took a loss right now, or almost a loss, because you know that stop loss would have been up there. But again, this is why we wait for these confirmations. This is why I'm anti-breakout trading, etc., etc. Right, there's no rush. We just had a great week last week, a great month so far this month, great month last month, great month last quarter. There's no reason to make, you know, impulsive or silly mistakes and throw away those profits. All right, so it didn't hold this level as resistance, so we're just gonna let it do its thing. Again, we're not gonna look for buys here. We're just not gonna look for sells unless it pushes back down below. So now we're just gonna be paying attention to gold and NAS100. All right, so now NAS100 is at this level. So now we're gonna see if we're gonna be able to break the level, hold this level as support, and if so, we're gonna be looking for buys going to the upside. All right, we just broke above this level. Again, we're going to be looking to see if we can hold this level as support. The GU. We still paying attention to GU. See what's going to push back down. Again, if NAS100 can hold 25,000 and 25,010 as support, we're going to be looking for buys going to 25,100. That is the game plan right now. If you guys got any questions, drop in the chat. We're looking at your charts, drop in the chat. Appreciate those that like the live. Appreciate those that just subscribe. Just a little bit of patience. All it is too. We're ready to hold this level for the bullish momentum. Continue. You can see last time we broke this level, it failed to hold. We had a rejection reversal take place. So this time we're going to look to see if we can blow through this level and or hold this level as support. This IG is about to do a round 2. Again, if we can maintain this level as resistance, we will look for sells. Look how price is reacting to this level. All right, NAS just broke this level. This is what I like to see right here. So again, we're going to see if we can maintain this level as support. We'll go 2510 support. We're going to be looking for buys going to the upside. Got a new 5-minute about to pop up as well. So let's see what this 5-minute looks like. Gold's still napping. G is still chilling right there. Let's see what this next 5-minute looks like. See if we can maintain this level. Again, we're seeing the same thing with G, right? Again, this is why we don't breakout trade, right? Price broke this level, but as you can see, it's closing back down below. So again, that's why we want to wait for the break in and retest. Right? Same thing with G, broke this level, but failed to hold off the retest. Looks like gold is waking up as well. So again, like I always talk about, Monday and Tuesday are typically the slowest days of the week. And there's no rush. You just want to wait for your confirmations. When your confirmations are met, you have the highest likelihood of the trade going in your favor. U15 just popped up. So again, we're right back where we left off. So we're going to be looking to see if we can hold this level as resistance. New 5-minute just popped off. We're going to hold 34.15 as resistance. We're going to be looking for sales going down to 3400. Gold still chilling as 100. Again, we're waiting to see if we can just break, but hold. We just saw 2 examples right now of why we don't breakout trade. So let's see if we're going to be able to hold this level as resistance. If so, we're going to go for a sell again. We're going to be on for a little bit longer, y'all. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When looking at your charts, drop them in the chat. are pushing back down. So we're going to see if we can close and hold this level. If we can maintain this level as resistance, we might jump in the next 15 in the next 5 minutes. Again, you can see how NAS100 rejected. So we saw a perfect example on NAS and a perfect example on both GU as well. While we do not break out the trade, we want to wait for the break and retest. So we're going to see what this next 15 and 5 looks like. I like this right here. We're going to be on for a little bit longer, y'all. If you guys got any questions, drop in the chat. We're looking at your charts, drop in the chat. Look at that rejection. Look at this push right here. So we want to see if we can close and hold this level right here. Yes, I'm liking this right here. Let's see how price reacts. Yeah, I'm liking this right here. Yep, I'm liking this right here. NAS rejected. We're still gonna be looking for buys on NAS. So again, if it doesn't break above and hold 25,010 as support, we're gonna look to see if we can maintain 24,930 as support, because it did have this as resistance and just blew through it. But yeah, I like this GU setup right here. So we're gonna catch this one right here. It's 2%. Y'all should be green right now. It's gonna take a little bit of work. We're gonna need some volume to break through this. I do like this for sales. Again, the US30 and NAS are not out the question, and neither is gold. We're just waiting for volume to pick up and wake up on these. And then again, GJ is in reversal territory, so we're either gonna wait for it to break below here and go for sales, or we're gonna wait for it to break back above here and then go for buys. Looks like NAS and gold are trying to wake up as well. G is rejecting. You see how NAS and gold react right here. Again, it's a Monday, and we had crazy pushes for the past few weeks. Obviously, we had a little bit of a reversals take place like last week, a little bit of choppiness, but prior to that, we had like weeks on weeks on weeks of just clean, volume filled, easy setups. Same thing with gold. Gold broke all time highs, broke out of this consolidation, and it's just been literally pumping since then. We kind of saw the same thing with GJ. Broke out of the consolidation, and now still chilling above this, but we got some work to do. Looks like gold and NAS are going to try to wake up as well. Retapping this level. Again, if G can't hold this level as resistance, break these two levels, we're going to see the bullish momentum come back into play. Just want a naked chart so I can see this better. Make sure I'm not muted. That'd be hilarious. Okay, I'm not muted. All right, let's get rid of all this stuff. So we had the drop here. We had a reversal because price failed to hold this level as resistance. Then we can also see right here, when we had a reversal when we were going for buys, we maintained this low support, pushed back up. When we went for sales earlier, before October started, we caught this lower low. The price failed to hold this low as resistance. Then we had that reversal. Then we had price push back down below again. Failed to hold that low as resistance and make a new lower low. Then we had the reversal take place Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday and today you can see what's going on right here. So we break past this point here and turn this low from resistance back to support. We're going to see the uptrend come back into play. But if we can maintain and stay below this level as resistance, it's going to take a little bit of volume, but we're still bearish. We're going to see the sales go back into play. So that's what's going on with GU right here. All right, it would have been different when price came back to this level, held that support and pushed up. But the fact that it shot back down, especially with volume shot back down, that's why I was looking for sells here. We're a little bit of drawdown right now, but we're going to hold the SRTB gets hit like always. And then we're going to be paying attention to the gold and NAS. These can hold these levels of support. We might look for a buy setup on these between now and the New York session as well. Again, got a new video dropping for y'all later on today on YouTube at the beginning of the New York session. Make sure to be on the lookout for that. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well. You'll see that scrolling. Shout out to everybody in the live. Shout out to everybody who's been alive since the beginning. Shout out to everybody who's been alive since y'all joined. Again, make sure to hit that first link in the description, join the free Instagram, free Telegram. We should be going live on TikTok today. We should be going live on TikTok. I got a few one-on-one sessions stuff to knock out beforehand. But we should be going live around like 2, 3 o'clock-ish. But like always, I'm always going to notify y'all when we go live on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. So make sure have y'all's notice on. If on TikTok, definitely in the free Instagram, free Telegram. But yeah, we'll be back at the same time tomorrow on the session 3 in EST. So yeah, we need some volume to come into these markets. So yeah, we're gonna hold this to SRTB gets hit, and we're gonna see what gold and NAS got for us going into New York session.